about all the additional content about the games and everything else that have to do with this? Do they satisfy different niches? You're going to have somebody who, you know, like your parents would not maybe be playing the Walking Dead game.
Oh, they are. They are.
Oh, they are? How good are they?
Pretty good. But it's a different stuff.
You know, I think one of the approaches that we try to take pretty early on when it comes to sort of other media and expansions is to not, and I think a lot of franchises have fallen by not taking this approach, is we don't take the same story and tell it over and over again. We don't, you know, so there's no version of the video game where you get to play Rick, right? So that's the sort of, I feel like, the 80s version of, like, you go see a movie, here's here's like sort of the quickie, cheapy game you can play and sort of get invested in. Everything sort of needs to stand on its own, so that if you can play the game without having watched the show or read the comic, or you can read the comic without having watched the show, but we really believe that if you do all of these things, your experience in all of these media is enriched because you sort of know things that other people don't necessarily know.
And I mean, I think Dave's point is really well taken, and we have our partners at Image Comics and Skybound, who are the keepers of the underlying property, which is the comic book, and they have a way of storytelling and speaking to an audience both through the comics and through other ancillary experiences that extends the relationship between fans. And we do the same with the television series. A primary example of how we speak to different audiences is the strategy we employ with our home video. We have one of the most successful home videos in recent history in both television and film, and we have multiple releases of the home video that come out each season. There are collector's editions. Last year we sold 50,000 Blu-ray DVDs in a special collector's edition, which was what we call Screwdriver in Your Eye Zombie Guy. And for those of you who are fans of the show, you'll remember that particular scene. And we actually have a collector's holder, if you will, for your DVDs that unscrews by manipulating the
Is that a Phillips or a
screwdriver.
flathead screwdriver? I never figured that one out.
And then this year, I think they're almost sold out. The season 3 special edition DVD is, you probably saw it in the trailer. We have the aquarium, the head aquarium, and it will be the holder for your DVDs. So there's a collector. We had black and white versions on television. They weren't released on home video. And so we speak to different audiences. Obviously, the high-end collector has seen the show. They've probably downloaded it on iTunes, and yet they want something more. And so to deliver to them something that they can keep that's very special, but we also speak to mass audience when we deliver, you know, DVDs in mass at Walmart.